Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we will look into a scenario in which Germany forms an empire. And I know I did this before, but I wanted to do it again to make it better. And I have some statistics this time. Germany has a population of 83.2 million, with a military of 181,000 personnel, closer to 182,000 personnel. Economically, its GDP is 4.26 trillion. And its largest trading partner is China. And what Germany would do would be build up an army, modernize, increase weapon and army production for weapons and military production, conscript upwards to get 1 million troops, increase food production because those are important for when they expand. And most likely, I would say they would expand into Austria first, just because Austria is predominantly German, and it wouldn't be too hard to have them unite. And Austria is really close to Germany. Economically, this would be beneficial for both the nations, as it would help Germany move on to further expansion. And I'd say Austria would willingly join, because why not? And they'd probably march into Liechtenstein. Why would they march into Luxembourg? I mean, not Liechtenstein. Because, well, Luxembourg is basically pretty similar to German and was part of the Holy Roman Empire a long time ago. They were not that big of a part. They were part of the Netherlands, which I believe Dutch and German is pretty similar. But in Luxembourg, they speak Luxembourgish, which is a mix of French and German. And an odd combo. And I would say to get access to the North Sea, they would do what they always do. Invade Belgium, which has one problem. The UK doesn't like this. Because they don't. Although the UK isn't going to be able to do much, but basically fall. They won't fall because Germany doesn't have the capabilities to invade them. Remember, they're working on strengthening their economy, building up their army. They probably got a few 100,000 ready from the conscription because it takes months to train conscripts, or else they're not really great. With the UK losing a hold of Belgium, they stay at war with Germany, but nothing happens, except they strike each other, and then eventually they agree to a peace treaty, in which Germany annexes all of Belgium, and Britain backs off. Basically, that's how it'll go. And that's pretty good for Germany, as it means they're not at war with a major power. Oh wait, I forgot to say something. NATO was disbanded. Because if NATO wasn't disbanded, you know what will happen? Germany will fall within a week. And German troops annex without even, basically, they march right in, take the Netherlands over quicker than we can map it out. With Poland seeing this German Empire as a bit of a threat, Italy too. And they would probably expand into Slovenia and Croatia, I would say, just because it gives them access to the Adriatic Sea or the Mediterranean Sea. The Adriatic Sea is important economically. Though these two nations aren't economically strong, I could see them fighting both of them at the same time. Just because they're not really strong. And I could actually honestly see Serbia and Hungary getting involved, because Hungary's like, oh, land. Serbia once had Croatia, probably still claims it, and yeah. With Hungary, Serbia making a push, while Germany makes its push down the coast. Croatia, within a matter of a few months, follows Slovenia in a few weeks. Unless the other Balkans at this point, they're probably not going to go any further into the Balkans. And I could see Serbia just do Serbia things. Probably includes the annexation of Montenegro and an annexation of Bosnia, because they had nothing better to do. But anyways, let's just do that. The thing is, they're all South Slavs, and they probably want protection from this German rise. With Germany invading Czechia, not a strong military, probably not going to make many powers angry. Which they end up angering Poland and Slovakia over this. Of course, Belarus isn't angry over this. Germany being kicked out of Czechia because of the amount of forces coming into their mighty empire. But keep in mind, they weren't ready for this, but they have more troops at this point. We're probably still conscripting more troops, and they're probably at more than 1.5 million. So Germany makes a counteroffensive, although conscription is probably sped up due to this being a war. And yeah. With them making a front line, with the Germans making a long front line. With Hungary sending troops to help Germany, but only in Slovakia, as they want Germany to give them it. And basically, Germany starts taking the coast. Belarus gets an interest in them, so does Russia, because they see Poland is falling apart, so they decide they'll take lands. Because it's really what happens. And I doubt Germany would go to war with Russia just because history doesn't repeats itself. Invading Russia doesn't go good, unless you're Poland, but look at Poland. Poland getting invaded versus Poland invading. And basically it's the same thing. With France telling Germany they aren't need to back out of Poland. Germany says no, and France says we will declare war if you annex any piece of Poland. Which Germany goes ahead and signs its old lands back. Not all of it, obviously, but a big chunk. Russia gained land, now they're connected to Lipola, the Kaliningrad exclave. Poland was made a puppet, and Germany got back basically the Western Prussian lands. And why would Germany want these lands? Because it gives them access to more coast, and historically they had it. But historically had more, but obviously Poland's been a part and around Germany for a long time. But France is fed up with Germany's expansionism. Along with Italy, decides Germany is going down. And they mean it. They aren't kidding. With Britain telling them that with Britain joining because they have nothing better to do in their island. Even though they don't like Europe. I guess you could say that. But really, who isn't going to stop Germany? Every chance they got, they took land from Germany. With Yugoslavia, or land of the South Slavs, which isn't fully united because it didn't take Macedonia, joining along with Italy to take Dalmatian areas. Germany in a bit of shock as France moves into the Rhine area. But they've been working on economic growth so well that they're not very overly reliant on it in today's video. Because they've been working on it all video. With a Danish offensive by Germany becoming unlikely. By Germany looking like they're going to lose the war. With troops coming close to Berlin. But at this point, this is when the troops are arriving in the west. A huge offensive being made, managing to cross the Rhine River. And they managed to cut this big French and British force off, but due to the Royal Navy, they managed to flee these troops out. With Hungary seeing land, but decides not to intervene because it's not enough for them. Or they also probably don't want some of the lands. Because they don't know if Germany is winning at this point. But at the point when Germany reliberates all of its territory, Hungary, along with 50,000 German troops, decides to invade Yugoslavia. As Yugoslavia is an easy target. With Germany setting up a defensive line here and here, crossing into some heavily defensible positions in France. And Italy. With Italy losing the city of Venice. Italy switches sides, because why not have them do that? Definitely isn't leaning to history at all. And Britain realizes that its navy is failing. But decides to stay involved until France either falls. But people start saying, why are we fighting France's war in Britain? Eventually, this movement causes the leaving of Britain, ignoring European affairs, and going isolationist. Because why does mainland Europe matter, I guess? There's a lot of reasons why that doesn't matter, but anyway, let's see how the peace treaty goes. Will Italy be punished harsh? Will France be torn to shreds for trying to destroy Germany multiple times? Let's see what happens. stretching from in the Balkans all the way to Denmark, from Russia's border all the way to France's border. With a puppet in North France, they freed South France. And there's the Yugoslav puppet, which lost significant lands to Hungary. There's a Polish puppet that's been there for a while. And that's pretty much all their expansion. Because if you think of it, by now they're probably tired of expansion. If they keep expanding, they'll probably start collapsing. And it wouldn't be good if they started collapsing, guys. You know why? Because if they started collapsing, well, that empire would fall apart. Do you guys want me to make a what if the German Empire collapsed? I'm going to save this map and probably do that if 5 likes happen. So please like and subscribe. That's all for today's video. Wild Mapper out. But not until you subscribe. Bye, guys.